Any coat of bugs. So I'm going to be putting a new winch cable on my truck today. Ended up snapping the old one, pulling a big stump out of the ground. So, gonna see what we can do. I also got this little remote control deal here that I'm going to try out, see if it works properly. And I have no knife on me. Where's my knife? Okay, I got my gloves. First thing we're going to do is pull this old cable out and see what you got to do to get it off of there. It just broke off on the end, but it's getting kind of frayed and kinked and everything, so I want to go ahead and put a new cable on it. Thought about going with the synthetic rope cable, but they're not supposed to stand up too well to abrasion. And what I use this winch for is pulling stuff in the woods and things like that, and I'm afraid it's going to get frayed up on me. Not sure what's holding this bad boy on there. Got an Allen key right down in there, an Allen nut, whatever you call it, down in there. Gonna have to go get some toolage. So this is one of the trees we took down this last weekend. 33-inch diameter tree. It's gonna make some really nice lumber. Maybe some live edge slabs. I broke my winch trying to pull a stump about that size out after we had already dug all around it with the excavator. And this is why I'm putting a new winch cable on. Little Bronco project we're working on. We got all kinds of things going on around here. What do you know? First one I tried. On the bottom side and in. Okay, old one's out, in with the new. 3/8 by 65 foot steel cable. And a very dull knife. Try not to get this tangled up. Putting this cable on right now because this weekend, actually tomorrow, Thursday, I'm heading over to Washington State. My brother and I have about 40 acres over there. I'm going to take a look at some trees over there, see if they can be salvaged. forest fire back in 2015. Burnt a lot of stuff. There's a lot of burnt trees standing, so I'm not sure if they're worth anything or not, but we're gonna check them out, find out. Last time we went over there in May, it was pretty muddy. There's some pretty gnarly roads to drive up. Here and back out a little bit. Just sticking out, I would say. Okay, that's on there. Let's see if it does anything. Ooh, cool. Oh, I gotta engage it. In works. Out works. Shoot. That's cool as a cucumber. Okay, let's get this wound up as neatly as possible. Let's see, I'm going to leave one glove off. I'm going to be able to pull this nice and tight as I go. That's cool. So this can be mounted somewhere and be permanent, but for now I'm just going to stick it in the truck. So I have been asked by people what this is for. Some people ask me if it's some kind of antenna or something for my winch. It is not. It is simply to remind me that the winch is there. When I pull into a parking place, I see this and it reminds me the winch is there, because before I put it on there, I bumped into a few things. Thankfully it wasn't another vehicle, it was just some parking pylons, whatever you call them. But I just put this on there to remind me that it's there. And also it's kind of helpful if somebody's walking around the parking lot and coming up around the truck like this. They can see that sticking up, so that if they're running around really fast carrying something, they don't run into it. So that's the whole purpose of that. And this one here has just gotten old. This is from an old horsewhip. And it's just old and nasty and frayed, and it just does not represent me properly. I don't want people thinking about me like old frayed man. So that one's out. I'm putting a nice shiny one in. People will think I'm younger than I am, probably. And then we got that nice beautiful new winch cable on there. Nice D-ring it's attaching to. Nice new indicator. We're good to go. Let's head to the mountains. Oh, let's close our little cap here first. There we go.